The chloroplast is the cellular location of photosynthesis. So if we take a moment and we review the overall structure of the chloroplast does have three membranes that surround it. So if we locate those membranes, this is going to be called the outer membrane. Just inside of that, we have the inner membrane. And then we do have a third membrane that's located around the outside of the thylakoids. And since these discs are called thylakoids, we refer to this as the thylakoid membrane. And then because we have three different membranes, we do end up with three different fluid-filled spaces in the chloroplast. So we do have the first one located right in this area between the inner and the outer membrane. And this is what we refer to as the intermembrane space. We have this area here, which is what we call the stroma. And then we also have the region on the very inside of the thylakoids. And this is referred to as the thylakoid space, or it's also commonly referred to as the lumen. So those are the different locations that we have with photosynthesis. Now, in addition to knowing the overall structure of the chloroplast, we want to know what the overall stages are and where they occur in the chloroplast. So if we just point out that the first stage is called the light reactions, the light reactions are responsible for collecting the light energy, and because of that, those are going to be the parts that really involve the pigments. And if you notice here in the picture of the chloroplast, I've drawn the thylakoids in green, and that's because they do have pigments all embedded in their membranes. So as far as where the light reactions occur, they're going to be happening right there on top of the thylakoid membranes. The second stage is the Calvin cycle, and the Calvin cycle is going to be occurring inside the stroma here. So I'm just going to write that in there. It's important that the two of these stages are located very close to each other because they will be providing each other with necessary reactants. The light reactions, if we just review it really quickly here, the light reactions will be supplying ATP and NADPH to the Calvin cycle. And then the Calvin cycle itself is going to be supplying ADP plus phosphate and NADP plus to the light reactions. So they're definitely dependent on each other.